Testing, I hope this works. Testing, testing.
Testing, I hope this
Works. Okay, that didn't echo. Alright. Just hope we can get everybody back. Okay. Let's get everybody back. All right, sounds way better. All right, right. All right, good. There we go. Upside down mic is issue. Yeah, you're right. I'm using this one right now. Somehow this was hooked up to the new soundboard. I have to figure out how to use the new soundboard. And once I figure it out and all that, then it'll be so much better, guys. It'll be lit. You know? It's gonna be wicked. I was just excited because I took the Christmas tree down, and we just had a lot more room because we didn't have the Christmas tree here in the office. So I set it up differently than it was before, and just with the new equipment and stuff, we made it like a little podcast area. So like I have my seat that I normally sit on here, right? This is the seat that I use. It rolls and goes up and down. Then I got guest seats over here, 1 and 2, and an engineer seat over in the corner with a cordless keyboard, and then a cordless mic, or not a cordless mic, sorry, a cordless mouse. And then we got this, so that way I don't have to have these huge pod lights on. I can use this eventually to get it set the right tone, and then the LED strip behind me. So once everything's set up perfectly, like I thought it was today, but obviously I have to learn a bit more about this before I start messing with it. But Endlessly said she did hear some of the sound effects, so I'm not that good with electronics. Everyone knows I'm not that good with audio stuff, so I'm gonna have to learn some stuff about this. I'm gonna have to watch some videos on YouTube about it and learn and figure it out, mess with it. Instructions literally is like, it doesn't really tell you much. You know what I mean? So, but at least we have it. That's the main thing. We can always learn how to use it, right? Oh, Woody BK, Ernesto. It's George. What's up, George? So who's all up in here? We got 9 people, 3 likes. Let's all smash the like. I want to see everybody's wrenches. I want to see everyone's wrenches. Whoa. Let's turn this off. We don't want that to start echoing. All right. Are we past said like the first 8 minutes or the first 80 seconds? I don't know what it is, but you're supposed to not swear, not do nothing for like the first, on videos, this is what I heard, the first like 30 seconds or a minute or something like that. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. There's something to do with like the very beginning when you start your video. If you swear or do anything, they'll not let you monetize the video. So we're getting very close to monetization. So I want to try to start cleaning the videos up a little bit. If you know what I mean with my cursing, I tend to curse on the lives. In the videos, I can always edit it out. And we're doing so good on the couple channel too. Like we just got our yearly recap, and we had 5,000 likes on the couple channel, right? which is a lot for 150 subscribers. And then on our channel here, on the true crime channel, on the prison, whatever you call this channel here, Talking Time into Six, I call it our channel, the viewers, the community, all of us that have been here. It's mine and hers and your and all of our channel. You know what I mean? To grow. So it's like once you get to that stage, you know what I mean? You're there. Get monetized. I want to see 900. We're two away from 900. I just want to break that 900. And we're on our 100 countdown. So if anyone noticed, I want to know, did anyone notice during the month of December how hard I went putting out the vlogs, the vlogmas, the 30 days of vlogmas? I said I was going to put at least a short up every day, and I was going to upload as much as I could. At least every day I would put something out. I managed to be able to stick to that for the whole month of December, from December 1st all the way to January 1st. And I didn't miss a day. Some days we did videos and shorts. Some days we did multiple shorts. Some days I did shorts on both channels, videos on one channel, short on the other. Like we did so much this month. And we ended up getting our year recaps on this channel too, and it said on both of them we're getting 3 times the amount of views, so that's good. Yeah, I miss you guys though. That's the main thing I wanted to tell all you guys. The roll call here, I don't see many wrenches here, which kind of is a bummer, but we'll wait. It's only been 7 minutes, and then considering what just happened with the audio and all that. So I'll do this for like an hour. We'll see who all shows up. We'll see how many wrenches show up, and then we'll smash the like if we want me to keep doing lives more regularly. Okay? Because I know I haven't been doing lives very often lately. I've been doing a lot of content. So for the lives, if y'all want the lives to come back where I do the lives every week or do the lives multiple times a week, now that we got this set up, even Endlessly and I can both be here doing a little podcast thing on either channel. If you guys want that, smash the like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Besides that, if anyone wants to chat, let me know. El Woody, Ernesto, I know dude there was saying about my song there, wada wada wada. That's not what the song's called, but okay, it's cool that people are talking about it. Yeah, the song's still up on the channel. It's just up on the section that is for members. Um, you know, I might take it down out of the members section and put it back in the regular section. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Um, I kind of want to get a few more things out. I have a couple more songs that I wrote and I sang the other night for Endlessly, and it turned out not bad. The first take, I just went on a Juice World beat, and it turned out pretty sick. But that wouldn't be a music video; it would just be a picture of me up on the screen, and then I could put the words up in a caption across as the words come. But that one was wild. I can probably find it because it's so lit. I was first try too. Yeah, I can. I'll show you guys right now. This is a sneak peek of it. There we go. The one and only. The song is dedicated to the one and only. The one and only. endlessly from USA to Canada. Here we go. If you don't know, then now you know that I'm a savage. Her ass shaking on the gram, so I indulge in her image. My package throbbing, steady mobbing, cleavage, leakage, turn to luggage, body no baggage. Now you speaking my language. I'ma manage the damage. One way ticket to the six, bust a wide open like a car wreckage. My privilege to push up my package inside endlessly until I'm gonna start the drainage process. She ride me like a carriage. Don't gotta worry about the mortgage. Got this pussy just pouring, wet as an orange. Keep her hooked on my dosage of sausage. I hope and I pray don't wanna live that way. It's okay, homie. You don't even know me. Now you're my best friend. Rewind all the time, online, on slime. You can't just hear me, please, but you never on time. That song don't even rhyme. Fuck you. You already heard it 3 times. You know it's a crime. She thought really hard, made her decision. She left you this time. Passports and luggage, baby, you're almost home, you're almost mine. It's our time to shine. Plane landed fine as you flew down from the skyline. I knew you were going to the top this year. Spend a lifetime. Now you home in our bed, we both ready. Bitch, say my name, Eddie. We on top of the game, no shame, all talent. If you don't know, now you know that I'm a savage. Her ass shaking on the gram, so I indulge in her image. My package throbbing, steady mobbing, cleavage, leakage, turn to luggage, baddie, no baggage. Now you speaking my language, I'ma manage that damage. One way ticket to the six, buster wide open like car wreckage. My privilege to push up my package inside endlessly until I'm open wide. I'm gonna start the drainage process. She rides me like a carriage. Don't gotta worry about the mortgage. Just this pussy, just pouring, wet as an orange. Keep her hooked on my dosage of sausage. I hope and I pray. Don't wanna live that way. It's okay, homie. You don't even know me. Now you're my best friend. Now you're my best friend. It's okay, best friend. Rewind all the time, online, on slime. You can just hear me, but please don't never on time. The song don't even rhyme. You already heard it 3 times. You know it's a crime. She already thought really hard, made a decision. She left you this time. Passports and luggage, baby, you're almost home. Almost home in mine. It's almost time, our time to shine. Plane landed fine as you flew down from the skyline. Woo! How you like that? Pretty lit. Sneak peek. Sneak peek of the next song. You guys like that one or what? Muffin Man, what's up? Muffin Man in the house. What's going on, Muffin Man? I'm glad to see your name there, bro. Miss you, man. Miss you a lot. And yeah, bro, good to see you. You just came in the middle of me just not showing the chat a sneak peek of something I've been working on the other day. I just took a Juice WRLD beat and hopped on it and like boom, that was what came out and I had the recording. So that's what it was. But I would have to get a proper like I can't just take the beat and listen to it and record myself. That's not normal. So I would have to do that song properly on a, you know, but a beat just like that, we already know the type of beat because it's got to be just like the song, the Juice WRLD song that I took the beat from the instrumental. And yeah, man, we got all the stuff now with the soundboard. When I get it all hooked up, it should be quality sound. We got cheer, merry, giggle, laughter, applause, gunshot, kiss, slash, awesome, yell, PUBG, guys, 9277, awkward, din din. Some of the stuff I have no clue what it is, to tell you the truth. I honestly don't. and then my camera is so garbage, you guys won't even be able to see the stuff. So that's the next thing we need. We need a better camera, like a 1080p or 4K camera, webcam camera, and then we're grooving. That's it. That's all we really need to make the channel top quality. I'm trying to figure out today, earlier, before I did the live, I wanted to see if there was a way I could hook this to the computer and use this as the camera. But I don't know. I don't know this. I don't know all this stuff, man. So I'm learning what I can do the best way to, use what I got. You know what I mean? If not, then I'm gonna have to get a new camera, which really, 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 sucks. Because I thought that camera was good. That was supposed to be the new camera. Anyway, how's the weather up there in Canada? It is freaking freezing. It was like it was like no white Christmas. We didn't even have snow on the ground for Christmas. We didn't have any snow for like the day before Christmas, the day after, all up until like pretty much yesterday. And then we got like the tiniest little bit of frost, little tiniest little bit of like ice and frost, freezing rain type thing, and it wasn't sticking, but it was just like a layer like this on cars and stuff. But besides that, it's like you definitely got to bundle up, wear a big jacket, you got to wear headgear, gloves, depending how you are with the cold. Like me, I'm a pussy to the cold. I can't handle the cold. Like endlessly, she's from Nevada in the heat for the last however many years, and she can handle the cold better than me. She's literally holds cold better than me. She got a nice new coat though, keeps her warm. She got a really nice new coat. Her other one only went up to like her apple bottom one only went up to here. Right? So yeah, but we go out walking around in the fresh air all the time. It's awesome. We like the cold though. Like I have to be bundled up because I'm a pussy. Okay, she doesn't have to be bundled up as much, but we both like the cold. Like we both would rather the cold than the heat. So I'm happy with it. Probably fall, like October is my favorite season, but besides that, I don't like to be too hot where I can't get rid of the heat, where I can't stop sweating. So I don't mind being cold and then putting stuff on to warm up. If you know what I'm saying, man. Don't mind having to wear jackets and all that. Where are you located, Ernesto? What do you want? That's a. It's almost like I want to call you Ernest. If that's cool. This is a lot easier than saying Ernesto. But hey, I don't want to mess up your name. St. Louis. Okay. Nice. We got some St. Louis in the house. What's the couple channel name again, bud? Oh, okay. The couple channel name is here, I'll put it in the chat for you, okay? Put it in the chat for you. Oh, you did? Oh, you're fast. Good. Cool. Alex, she put it in that's the link there. She put in there. She put the link for you there, bro. That's it. That's where we can do everything and just do anything, talk about whatever. We don't have to talk about true crime over there. We have a little bit more room over there to talk about stuff. We're gonna start a podcast over there after dark, like a after dark type thing, where we talk about relationships and all that, sex and this, that, the third, how to keep your girl happy, all this, how to get a girl online, all this since I'm successful at it, getting a woman to come from another country to here to a different country online and was successful. So, I feel like I could be like a guru to try to help people with online relationships or whatever. You know what I mean? Because me and Leslie been through it. So, we have a lot of knowledge when it comes to that stuff that other people might not have that they might need. And so we're open to talking about all that, pretty much anything, you know, trending topics, uh, music, scary movies, whatever, food, whatever we're eating, reviewing stuff. Over there is just anything we want to do, you know, but more or less a couple channel to do it together, right? Most of it. Unless it's like a short and the other person's like right beside, or some shorts we're not both in, but it's a couple channel 100%. Okay. Okay, well, we got 6 people in here. So I'll start a story. Um, okay, what do you guys would rather hear a story about? There's 6 people here, okay? So if you want to hear a story about my childhood, put a one in the chat. And if you want to hear a story about me in jail, put a two in the chat. And we'll see. We'll, we'll see what comes up. I'm waiting for them to put a one or a two, whatever you want to hear. A childhood story, a one in the chat. Me locked up and incarcerated, a two in the chat. So I'd rather tell you guys what you want to hear. If we don't get any letters, then I don't know what to do. John B, thank you. Appreciate you, bro. All right, we'll do a childhood. The first one that came up is John. He picked number one, so that's what we'll do. All right, so okay, I'm gonna take you guys back to before the car accident, before mine and my dad's car accident. Now, I got in a car accident with my dad, the head-on collision, when I was about 9. Okay, so this is before the age of 9 years old, so around 8, 7. Okay, so my dad had a movie store in Scarborough. Okay, so this is back when there's VHS tapes. All right. So, my dad's an entrepreneur. He's always been like a hustler and the type to, go out and get it on his own and move out at a very young age. He's the oldest out of 8 kids. So he's always been a hustler and all that. So he had a movie store where he would rent rooms out in the basement to people on welfare or disability or whatnot. Um, and he had a convenience store as well. But this one is specifically about the movie store. So I used to go down and I would visit my dad all the time on weekends after school, everything. Because I lived with my mom. My mom was a single mother, and so I was living with my mom. But me and my dad were very close. So I was always, wanting to go to my dad's for holidays and like weekends and stuff like that, right? So when I started going to my dad's all the time, he would take me to work with him. And when I would go to work with him, I would start learning stuff like, okay, he would get people, he would call it like the books, right? So he would get the books, and my dad's passed now, so I'm not like telling anything that my dad will get in trouble for. So he would keep his books, and he would sell his movies and all his stuff in the convenience store, all that. But the people that lived in the basements of these places would only get paid once a month on welfare or disability, right? So after they give them the money for rent, like $300 for the room or whatever, he would give them credit for like stuff in the convenience store, like food or cigarettes, this or that. This is when cigarettes were like $3 a pack. He would charge them like $10 for the pack. He would be like, if they're alcoholics, he'd say, "Oh, here's money for your alcohol." Like, go there and buy them the booze and give them credit, right? So he'd more or less, long story short, run credit up crazy to all these different people that were derelicts, that were schizophrenics, people that aren't all there, people that are mentally disabled, people that are um, multiple personalities, all kinds of stuff, like people that can't afford to live in their own apartment, that got to rent rooms, basically the low society, right? So basically, that's what me and my mom were. We weren't living like my father. We didn't have houses and stores and this and that, right? We were living in a small little apartment. So basically, I'm like understanding like how the world works. Like, I'm only a kid and in school, and I'm thinking, okay, so this is what you do. You lend people stuff and get more back. You know what I mean? So I'm learning how to more or less give people stuff on credit, and at the end of the month get it back. And the thing is, since they're living down in these basements, they really got nowhere to go. So they're not going to take off. And if they do take off, like, my dad would have his ways where, he'd beat people, make examples out of them and stuff like that. So people wouldn't want to like rip him off. You know what I mean? They'd be kind of worried or shook to rip him off because he was known to hurt people bad, right? If they ripped him off. And so I'm learning all this. I'm learning all this. I ended up seeing a woman that's like multiple personalities, beating herself up as a man. Like, I'm learning all this type of stuff at such a young age. And then I'm learning how to run businesses, all this. So what happens? I'm thinking, okay, this is all legit. My dad's totally legit. Like, this is like, my dad's the good person. He's the good guy. Until I realized, when my dad got arrested for movies in the movie store, it's back to the movie store, where these VHSs, nobody had The Lion King, or it was specifically a movie called The Lion King. And it was a highlight on the front page of the newspaper, and it said, "The Lion King roars early in Scarborough." Okay. So that was the headline in the newspaper when they came in and they arrested my dad in front of me. And they bring him to wherever they had bring him. And I was just like, obviously, I didn't see the paper. This is after, years later, my dad had the newspaper clipping. So that's how I knew about it. When I got older, I knew what had happened. Like, at the time, I really didn't know what had happened. And so he had to close the store down because of pirated tapes, for getting tapes from the uh, US, that I guess the movie had come out in the US, but it hadn't come out in Canada yet. And so he had the movies, and he was renting them out in the store. And I guess some like, here RCMP is your guys' FBI in the US. So I guess it was undercovers or whatever equivalent to FBI, whatever they are, came in and rented the Lion King videos. And then when they rented them, said, "Oh, where's the owner?" And then they arrested him because he was the owner. And so that scared the crap out of me because I was so young at the time. And then they take me and they bring me to his girlfriend at the time, my two little sisters' mom, Kim. So they bring me to Kim, and I go back to my dad's place with Kim. And then in the morning, my dad got out on bail. Um, and then we just went back to work like nothing happened. But So that was when I started learning, like, okay, my parents aren't as good as I think they are. Like, my parents are not like goody two shoes here. Like, my parents might be a little crooked, and but for the most part, he was trying to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, but like, so you gotta imagine learning this stuff so young, right? So then the accident happens. You guys all know that. I'm gonna actually start chapter by chapter, start like a book, like not a book, but like more or less like an audio chapter by chapter process. Because it's just too much to tell, you know what I mean, all at once. So I'm gonna start over this year since it's a new year. We'll start doing story times, and we'll start over from like as far back as I can remember, you know. Or we can start from like the first time I started getting in trouble, or we could just like start from when all the tragedies started happening, you know? So after that, I was in, house burned down. And then my mom and my mom's boyfriend ended up, they got in trouble. It was his fault. My mom had nothing to do with it. So she got let go later, right? But at the time, it was terrifying. You know what I mean? At my mom's, same shit. The cops raided the house, take them, because of all the shrooms and marijuana back then, plants, it was growing a couple of marijuana plants. But back then it was serious and stuff like that. My mom's boyfriend got in trouble for growing and selling shrooms and shroom brownies to undercover cops, you know. So my childhood was bro. So when I got to grade 7, it was like, okay, school's not for me. You know what I mean? It was just like I kept getting kicked out, kicked out, kicked out of school. Every school I'd go to, I'd get kicked out. I couldn't pay attention to the class. All I wanted to do was just lunchtime. I want lunchtime to come so I can go smoke weed. You know, I used to smoke bongs back then, and I would go and smoke bongs at my house because my mom worked full time. She had to work full time to be able to take care of us. So she was always working long hours and never home. And then when she would be off work, she'd go like drink with her guy she's dating or this or that. So like I had to run it myself a lot at home. So then I started taking advantage of that when I got a little older, started bringing everybody over, right? You know, come on over at lunchtime and smoke up, start charging everybody $5 a bong or whatever back in the day. And that's how it all started, the corruption, and then me and my buddy started watching movies like Belly and all this and listening to, you know, Tupac, Method Man, DMX, Nas, Mob Deep, Wu Tang, you know. We're listening to all that. And the more we listened to it, the more involved with it we got. Like the more we wanted to do it. Like we wanted to be that. And I don't know, man, the main streets of the city, we could easily act out what we wanted to act out, you know? And shit happens, man. People get hurt. And if I go back to when I was a young teenager, I heard a lot of people, put a lot of people in comas and stuff. I know there's at least two dudes, 100%, that were in comas. Two big cases of mine. And that shit's traumatizing, man. When you get older and you realize like the shit that you used to do, and you're like what you're capable of and everything, and you're just like, man, I don't want to meet this person. I don't want to know this person. I don't want to bring that person back out. You know what I mean? That person's locked away forever because if I bring that person out, that person didn't even want to care about living or dying no more. I was at a point where I was just like, probably gonna go to jail for life for killing someone or get killed. Because I didn't care, because that's what drugs does to your brain. Hard drugs messes your brain up, and you think, oh, I don't care about nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't have nothing to live for. I didn't have a girlfriend. Like I didn't have a family. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a family. This, that, the third. I was just young, man. 12 years old, just friggin' trying to be something, trying to be cool, hanging out with 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? Hanging out with older gang members and just trying to be cool. And you go through hell doing that because trying to be cool in front of these older crowds when you're young like that. Me and my boy Mike, he was like 2 years older than me. We used to go and hang out with like 18, 20-year-olds and shit, and they would be mean to us, bro. Like they would fucking like just, you know what I mean? When they're older, they're like, we're thinking they're our friends, but meanwhile, they're not our friends. They're just trying to get us to do shit. They're just trying to get us to do the dirt they don't want to do. You know what I mean? They're trying to get us to do stupid shit. Like, for example, like they don't want to go rob this dude or something, or they don't want to take the chance to go in this person's house and go, beat this kid up and take all his weed or whatever. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, Eddie and Mike do it, and then come back, and we all split it. It's like, okay, so Eddie and Mike did the work, these two little homies did the work, and all these guys, older dudes, get the profit. So my father always told me, like, you don't want to join a gang because you're always gonna have to pay up to the higher up. You're always gonna have to pay to the leader. You're always gonna have to pay up to the higher up gang members. You're always gonna have to pay homage. Where if you're your own person and you run your own crew, it's like you don't have to worry about that, and you can still be solid and still be a gangster. You know what I mean? You can still be in the mix if you want to be, but it takes a lot to do that if you're not a gang member hanging out with all the gang members and gang banging and fucking doing that shit and doing that life, you know what I mean, but not actually being a gang member. They always probably look at you like, oh, well, he's not a full gang member. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's the best decision you could ever have made because you're not tied down to nobody, right? If you want to be something and it's in your heart, in your spirit, like look at me. I've been in the house for however many years, 6, 7 years. I don't bring nobody around me, right? But I still have it in my heart. I still know who I am deep down. You feel me? That's why you see I still have red shirts, red bandanas, all that shit, red and black, this, that. You know why? Because I've been doing that fucking shit since I was 12 fucking years old. I cannot fucking stop. Do you understand? What am I gonna do? Throw out my whole fucking wardrobe? You know what I mean? Think about it. Some of this clothes I've had echo shit since I was fucking in high school, since I was in grade 8, for fuck's sakes. So, so you become older and you get in your 30s and your fucking mid 30s and you're like, you know what? You don't need to be running to older people and fucking giving everything to people, or you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. When you're this age, you should have already done all your shit. You feel me? If you're my age still trying to go out and do all that shit, you're a fucking lame, dude. Because you know what? You're doing shit that little kids do. You know what I'm saying? That's the real truth. At the stage you're at in your mid 30s, you should have a fucking place, trying to get a family or trying to pursue some sort of career or something, or a talent. If you don't want to work a career, then, make a talent, make something of yourself. You know what I mean? You don't gotta be in the streets drug dealing and all that. You don't know how bad I want to go back to the block and start selling dope because that's the easy way out. I could go get a sack and I could go tell my homies to give me some shit, give me some work, and I could start up with a quarter ounce of work and I could be up to a fucking quarter pound in a month. You feel me? Because I don't do hard drugs. So it comes fast when you're fucking professional at that shit. Like, dude, you don't understand. I've never been caught with drugs in my life. I don't have any drug charges. My charges were all assault charges, assault caused bodily harms, assault with a weapon. I was a very violent person. And I stopped all of that, even in the places that I was in, locked up. I was very, very violent. I was in maximum security. I was in the hole, in and out of the hole nonstop. I was on the worst ranges, gang units, STG ranges. I was STG for fuck's sakes. It's just like all that shit that I remember going through in my life is why I feel like I should be able to talk about it and make money off of my experiences that I've been through and monetize my life experience. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to try to profit off of violence or profit off of crime or profit off of my crimes or profit off of anybody's sorrows. I'm trying to fucking show people you can turn your life around and you can actually be some. You don't have to go back to the fucking streets and sell dope. All right? I haven't sold one piece of fucking rock since I've been out, since 2017. Okay? I'll do air quotes and say maybe somebody, not me, somebody might have been even selling crack in jail. Who knows? Not me. I would never do something like that. But just maybe I was selling crack the whole time in jail. Maybe. You never know. Right? You never fucking know who you're looking at. But like if you met me in real life, then you would kind of understand me a little bit better. You have to understand when you see people on YouTube in a different country than yours, they have different laws than you. Okay? We have gang squads here that would fucking love all the leaders of every fucking set here in the city to fucking admit that they're the leaders or that they've been in the fucking set for over 20 fucking years. Right? Is that what the fucking feds want everybody to do? Come on here and just start admitting fucking every fucking thing? Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that. I'm not in a gang, bro. All right? Go listen to my fucking music. Go fucking check it out. Try to get to know me a little bit better. Come see me in person. You'll realize, damn, this guy's got this and this and this shit. You feel me? I got little fucking homies that would fucking slit throats in a fucking second if I told them to. You don't get it. You don't know who YouTube channel you're watching sometimes. It's all fun and games on the internet. You feel me? I can't get to people in the US. And they know that. You notice nobody in fucking Canada or Toronto mouths off to me? There's a fucking reason for that. There's a big fucking reason why people in the city of Toronto and GTA and surrounding area, all the way up fucking Yonge Street to Newmarket, York Region, and all up to Barrie and fucking Aurelia even, to the Casino Rama, know me and know, don't fucking piss that guy off or you'll end up in the fucking hospital or dead. Even the fucking cops know that. The fucking cops even know if we come to arrest this guy, we better have fucking like 5 cruisers and block off the whole fucking intersection and get SWAT. Like that's how they come. They don't come for me with a fucking, hey, I got 2 officers here and 2 squad cars. Come on out. No, they come with fucking SWAT and fucking serious fucking like uh gang units and shit like that. My family's been taken down fucking in raids and shit like that and gang raids and this and that and everything else. Like people in my family have been taken away fucking to the pen and shit like that for years and years. I have family doing life that are never getting out. I have multiple family members that are never ever ever getting out that live in there. They live in Joyceville. They live in Collins Bay. They don't get out. They'll be in there when I'm 50. They'll be in there in 10 years, 20. There's no hope for them. There's no getting out for them. And those are the guys that I learn from. Those are the guys that I look up to. You can learn stuff from these type of people that'll make you a stronger person. You don't want to go into these places. I'm not saying it's cool or any of this, but if you are in these places, take it upon yourself to listen twice as much as you talk and look twice as much as you talk and learn something from the lifers, the OGs that have been in there, right? Or somebody that's common from the pen and doing like I've met dudes that have been like going down and know they're never getting out. And then I've been around dudes that are like not know if they're gonna never get out again. And I've been around guys that have been sentenced to life and got new street charges somehow and have to come to the jail. And while they're at the jail, you can get a lot of knowledge and learn a lot of shit from them. Like dudes would come from the penitentiary back to the jail with like shoes on and shit from the pen that you couldn't get in the jail and shit like that. And sometimes like I even had one dude, he left the other dude his shoes, but he left me cards and some stuff. Like these dudes, they come for like a month or two and then they go back to the pen. Like they come just for their court date for their new charge. And then they got to go back to where their mother institution is. I can't remember their names, but a couple of guys that I've met that way were very, very intelligent people. Like they basically told me fucking everything about what they've gone through. Had some serious talks with some of these dudes, man. So it's not just your own life experiences. Sometimes you end up meeting people that have been through stuff that you haven't been through, or like, for example, I've never killed anyone. I don't want to kill anyone, right? I've met dudes that fucking have killed people. I've met dudes that have killed many people, right? And you wouldn't even think that they're a bad dude. You wouldn't think they're a bad person. You know what I mean? And you're sitting there with this person and they're like nothing but nice to you. It's like, damn, this guy's a killer and he's never getting out. He had however many people in his freezer, his own friends and stuff. He wants me to be his celly. But it's like, at that point, you got to understand you don't want to get too close to these type of people, though. So you want to learn as much as you can by listening and stuff like that. But I didn't want to be the dude Sully because I good judge of character when you're in there for many years. You'll become a good judge of character when you're locked up for most of your life. You become a people person, like where you can judge a character like in a second, pretty much, just by the guy's demeanor. Okay, and I could tell in the way dude was that he's more crazier and meaner to the people he's closest to. Or, for example, like when we would play cards and bidwiz and stuff, he would lose it on his partner and go nuts on his partner when they would lose. But like I was the one winning the money or whatever, but he wouldn't be mad at me for winning the money. He'd be pissed off at his partner for overbidding or something, right? And he would snap, but it was just like, so you don't want to be too close to that dude because he already killed 3 of his friends and put them in the freezer for fuck's sake. No, just trust me on that one. You got to take my word for that one. But yeah, man, if you want to hear that story in full that I just talked about, I tell this story when I first started the channel. It's about Hell's Angels. Go check it out. And then afterwards, I tell it again like a year later. I tell the same story just because I looked a lot different when I first started the channel. I had gained a bunch of weight from the pandemic and I was 80 pounds overweight than my regular weight. And so I was real chubby, and then I always had a shaved head my whole life, but I wanted to grow out my hair, so I started growing out my hair. And fast forward 2 years later, I look totally different. So I wanted to redo the story. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year, Heaven. Heaven, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you, Heaven. Heaven always asks the best questions, everybody. Okay, Heaven is very, very cool. That's an OG right there of the channel. And I'm so glad Muffin Man came, and Heaven and all our OGs. And I welcome Elwoody. I welcome all the newer people that don't have wrenches. You guys will get wrenches, don't worry. I'm gonna give you guys wrenches right now. Okay? Welcome to the family. We'll give you a wrench, a standard. Ernest got a wrench. Big BB 416. 416, baby. I see that 416. What's up, bro? How much can $1,000 get you? What? $60 a week you can order, so you could order a $60 canteen. So that would be like what? 10 weeks would be 600. So like basically almost 20 weeks a canteen full order. Full order every week for 20 weeks almost, like probably like 17 weeks of full orders. Or you could probably get like narcotics, or like however much narcotics you're looking for, probably like 3 grams of weed for 100, or like sometimes it's $50 a gram for weed. For real. Back in the day when I was in, it was $50 a gram for weed. Now that weed's legal and a lot easier to get, I don't know, because weed's legal now here in Canada. So like, I'm talking, if it's an illegal narcotic, usually it's 5 times to 10 times the amount. Crazy, right? Cigarettes is like $200 for a bale. And now the cigarettes are probably way more expensive, because we're talking, when I did my time was many, many years ago, right? Past 2017. I got out in 17. So we're talking before that. So cigarettes have gone up a lot. I know that much. Ernest got a wrench. BB got a wrench. Let's see who else is in here. Elwood. Elwood gets a wrench too. Everybody's in the family now. All right. We're gonna start building the family again. Oh yeah, you only have to be subscribed for 1 minute to be able to say a comment. And I figure that's fair, right? That's gotta be fair. I think that's more than fair. Because you could have put 24 hours a week. Oh, Woody BK. Let me see your wrench. And then B416. Let me see your wrench. But $1,000 can get you anything, really. Protection can get you pretty much anything. But how much, quantity wise, like that's what I'm gonna say. That's what the prices were when I was there. If you read $50 a gram, or sometimes they'll give you like 3 for 100. But these are like jail grams too. You gotta imagine fucking jail gram. Are you back doing live streams? Yep. Yep. I want everybody to smash the like, so let me know that you want the live streams to come back. And me and honestly are gonna start doing a lot more live streams. And we got this set up for 2 people and for guests, right? We got for 2 guests on the podcast. We got an engineer seat over there. It just got kind of messed up. If you see it at the beginning, it was kind of set up a little bit better, but then I couldn't figure out how to use the soundboard. So once I figure out how to use the soundboard, it should be good. It'll be a lot better. I had to start the stream and restart it because I had to use this mic. I had this one set up with the soundboard, but it was a huge echo and it was driving everybody crazy. I don't think it would have been good to do the whole stream for an hour in an echo like that. So I just kind of decided to end the stream. Is the only thing I could do because it wasn't letting me put a new microphone in as the microphone I'm using for the stream until I stopped it and started a new one. But I'm glad we did though, because we had a good stream, didn't we? It's been 56 minutes, so I got like 4 minutes left. And then I'm gonna take off because me and Leslie haven't even eaten dinner yet. She's just gonna heat up our food. We're having tacos, leftovers, and we're gonna probably cuddle up on the couch and watch something while we eat. Who likes hot stuff? Hot food. Me and honestly love hot sauce. If you watch the couple channel, you'll see we love hot sauce. And everyone knows how much I love tacos, and honestly loves tacos too. So we got 5 people here. Let's get it up to 10 likes at least, guys. Come on. It's 8 likes. Everybody smash the like on the way out. Anybody got any last questions, advice, or thoughts for the algorithm or for me? If you got nothing for me, just spam some comments just to get the algorithm kicking in for these live streams so they share our stuff out more. Believe it or not, the more people engage and the more people comment and like and subscribe, the more YouTube algorithm kicks in and is like, okay, people are liking this, people are watching this without clicking off. Okay, people like it, and then it kicks in and like, you know, it kind of helps more push it out. So we're 2 away. So that's why if you see me doing shorts like crazy, it helps get new people. Like if you see I got like 90% of the traffic in the last like couple of weeks was newer people like from shorts, because the shorts tend to like get pushed out more to a broader audience than just the crime genre. You know what I'm saying? Like we do like a 10-second video about my endlessly, like if she braids my hair fresh, a new fresh braid up, we'll like take a little 10-second clip of it short and put it up, and people that like that kind of hair or this or that click on it, and then they might see it, stuff. Oh, I like true crime. I'm gonna subscribe. So that's what it's all about. Making content for the viewers and the people that I love, my YouTube family. You guys are my family. I love you guys. So yes, I'm gonna be doing the live streams back again, but let's show me that everybody wants the live streams back again. Muffin Man showed up. I know he wanted the lives back. He told me that before. He was one of the viewers that really wanted them back. So I'm glad he did show up to support. I know I'm kind of out of the blue, haven't been live for a while, but I think we had a good turnout. I'm happy about it, and I hope everyone else has a great night. It's almost midnight now. Get some great sleep. I'll be up in the morning creating more content. We'll see you in the next one, guys. I will try to do my best not to mess audio up. See you in the next.